Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Hope you will be fine. Students, this is our third lecture of class 4. This is the book of maths wise of class 4, and today we will start from exercise number 6 to exercise number 10. As is they have written here 6 to 10, exercise number 6 to 10. So how can we solve the exercise number 10? Students, you know very well, write in the space given. As I written here, for example, the exercise number 6 is write in the space given 2 fraction greater than 5 by 7 and 3 fraction less than 8. 5 by 7 means I have to write the greater fraction than 5 by 7. So how can I write? Students, we know if the denominator the same between 2 fractions. For example, we have 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. So look at this. These are the numerator and these are the denominator, and denominators are the same. So when the denominators are same, we can easily find out which is greater number and which is lowest fraction. So in this way, we can write the greater fraction than 5 by 7. How can I write? For example, 5 by 7 is here. We take any example, 4 by 7, we can write here 6 by 7, 8 by 7. So look, students, all the denominators are same in these numbers. And what about numerator? Numerator is bigger than 5 and this is also greater than 5. 8 is also greater than 5 and 6 also is greater than 5. And the denominator are same, so we can easily find out this and this fraction is greater than the 5, and we have to write any fraction. So we can write here 2 fraction greater than 5 by 7. The answer is that 5 by 7. In this way, this is the sign of less, and we will write here greater number. So these two fractions are the greater than 5 by 7. Now we have to write the less than. So what can I write? We can write here 2 by 7. We can write here 1 by 7. We can write here 3 by 7, 4 by 7, which is less than 5. But we have to write here denominator same. Without the denominator same, we cannot find out it is very difficult to find out which fraction is greater or which fraction is lowest. So in this way we have done this. And next question is 2 fraction equal to 9. So for example, students, when we have 2 by 2, 2 by 2, it means 2, the answer is that it means 2 divided by 2. You know, it means 2 divided by 2. When we divide 2 into 2 by 2, so 2 ones are 2 and answer and left is 0 and answer is 1. So when we divide 3 by 3, so this is the procedure. 3 ones are 3 and the answer again will 1. So when we divide 7 by 7, so listen students, when 7 divided by 7, so answer again will come 1. So in this way, when numerator and denominator are same, numerator and denominator are same, the answer will be the 1. That is, all number are equal to 1. In this case, when we have to write equal to 9 by 9, we can write any number. 2 by 3 also, 2 by 2 also is equal to 1, because 9 by 9 is equal to 1. 3 by 3 is equal to 1, so we can write any number. We can write here 9 by 9 is equal to 2 by 2. We can write here 3 by 3, we can write here 7 by 7. But we have to write just two fractions. So we can write here 3 by 3. Because the answer of 9 by 9 is 1, the answer of 2 by 2 is also 1, and the answer of 3 by 3 is also 1. So next, come to the next exercise, exercise number 7. Students, now we have written here the exercise number 7. You can see in your books, the exercise number 7 is solve the followings. So we have taken a one question from exercise number 7, 1 by 5 of 255. So what is the meaning of? Students, when you have of between two numbers, it means you have to multiply the both numbers. For example, we can write in this way, 1 by 5 multiply 255. Yes, in place of, we can write the multiply sign here, and after that we will multiply. So students, what will the next step? Students, when any fraction will multiply by any whole number or any number, so we will multiply this number not the denominator. In fact, we will multiply by it the numerator. And in this way we will write 255 ones are 255. It will be in this way, it will be written in this way, 1 multiplied to 255, not in this way, 1 5 multiplied to 25. This is the wrong procedure. We will multiply by 1 this number, and in this way we have to write 255 ones are 255, and denominator will be the 5. Same. Now 255 will be divided by 5. How can I divide? 255 divided by 5. So this is the smaller number. This is the small less than 5. So we will put here 0. After this we will join these two numbers. 25 5 5s are 25. Students, how to divide? You can do easily because you have learned in the previous classes. After that we will divide 5. 5 ones are 5 and this is 0. So what is the answer? 51 is the answer. So I have solved all this part. In this way, students, you can solve the exercise number 7. Solve the following. 1 by 5 of 255 I have solved, and 2, 3, 4, 5 parts you can do by yourself with the help of your parents, and I'm sure you don't need to take help because you can do by yourself. So let's start the exercise number 8. Students, the exercise number 8 is about the fill in the blanks. Is about the blanks. Fill in the blanks with the correct word. Students, this exercise you can do by yourself because I have provided the notes through through WhatsApp. You can take the help from these notes. So in here, in this lecture, I can help you. Now come to the exercise number 8. Students, you are looking here, fill in the blanks with the correct words. So we have to fill in the blanks. A point has no dash or breadth. A point has no dash and breadth. We put here length. We will write here length. The shortest distance between 2 points is between 2 points we will call line segment, L-I-N-E, line segment. In this way you can write here line segment. The third is 2 straight lines cross at a point, because when 2 straight lines cross, they will cross at a point. In this way, fourth one, a line segment has dash ends. If I draw a line, so we have 2 ends. So 2, I write here 2. A dash has 3 sides. Which have 3 sides? Yes, you all know a triangle has 3 sides. A quadrilateral has 4 dash and dash. Quadrilateral 4 sides and 4 corners. So you can write here sides and corner. In this way, the seventh one, a dash and a dash has a 4 equal side. Square also a 4 equal side, and rhombus each has 4 equal sides. And next is, in a rectangle the dash sides are equal. In a rectangle the opposite sides are equal. We will write here opposite. And the blank number 9, a circle has only one curved side. We will write here curved. So the dash is twice the radius. Yes, diameter. You can write here diameter. And the 11th one, a kite has dash corners. How many corners a kite have? All of you have kites and you know very well. So this exercise is completed. Now next exercise is exercise 9. Draw a circle and mark its center, radius, diameter and circumference. What is center, radius, diameter, circumference? Let's see. Now students, we are going to start exercise number 9. So this is a circle. As you are looking on the board, and this is the center of the circle. So which thing we will find? First of all, we know about the center, because this is center. And when we draw a line from the center to the surface, to the end, so it will called the radius. The distance from the circle, center of the circle to the circle, it is called radius. And when we draw another line from center of the from the center of the circle, it is also called radius, because the distance of this one and distance of this one is equal. If you from wherever you will draw, for example, you can draw here from the center of the circle to the circle. This is the distance is remain the same. The distance is here also remain the same. So we don't need to draw a lot of lines. Just one line if we draw, we can find the radius. If we draw a line from here to the center of the circle, so we can find a radius. When we draw a line from the circle to from the side of the circle to the other side of the circle, so it is called diameter. It's called diameter. And this is and what is this? Students, this is the circumference. Circumference. Okay? Now, in exercise number 9, we have to draw a circle. We have drawn a circle and mark it the center. We have marked it And after this we have find out the radius, and after that diameter, we have find the diameter, and after that we have to point out the circumference, and we have pointed out the circumference. So in this way the exercise number 9 is completed. Now come to the exercise number 10. Now students, look at the exercise number 10. Exercise number 10 is the activity based exercise. We have here some question number 1 to question number 10. So we have to solve all these questions. So how can you solve? First of all, I can help you to by solving some questions on the board. After that, you will follow the method and you will try in your notebooks at home. So let's start from the question number 1. Question number 1 is, Rahil travelled 3,654 kilometers by bus and by train also, because here it is written here, Rahil travelled 3,654 kilometers by bus and by train both. And now if he went 2,355 kilometers by bus, so how many kilometers did he travel by train? So it's mean we have to subtract the distance, both distance bus and train. I have to minus the distance. If we subtract the distance which is covered by bus, then we can find out the distance which is covered by train. So let's start. So students, Rahil travelled by bus and train. So which is how much distance? 3,654 kilometers. Both bus and train, both total distance, which is covered total distance, bus and train both. And he went to travel by bus. Just 2,365 kilometers. So we have to find the distance which is covered by train. We will subtract 3,654 kilometers minus 2,365 kilometers. When we subtract this one from this one, we will find out 1,289 kilometers. So students, we have find out he travelled by train 1,289 kilometers. This is the first question is solved. Now let's solve the next question. The next question is, Mr. Hassan opened an account with rupees 45,687. Mr. Hassan opened an account. How many rupees? 45,687. Now he deposit. After that he deposit 5,800 in the first month. So let's see. Mr. Hassan opened an account with money 45,687. So he opened with this money. He deposit in the first month. How many rupees he deposit? He deposit 5,800. Now total money in his account. We will add all the amount. So how many? What is the answer? After total, after adding the both amount, the total is 5,100,487. When we add 45,687 plus 5,800, we get 51,487. After that, he withdraw money in the second month. In the second month, he withdraw his money. How many money he withdraw? In the book, the money is given. He withdraw. The total money is he withdraw his money. Rupees 6,981. So now money left in his account because he had withdrawn the money from this. So we will subtract this money. Now he has left his. Now he left. After subtraction, we find out rupees 44,506 money in his account. Now in his account, the money is 44,506. And after that, if he again withdraw the money, how much money? If he withdraw the money, just rupees 250. Again he withdraw, then again we will subtract, like he has this amount in his account, and when he withdraw this amount, we will subtract 250 rupees. So when we subtract 250 rupees, we get 44,256 in his account. So students, we have find out. Now in his account, the money in his account is rupees 44,256. So we have solved the second question also. So students, you see, when Mr. Hassan opened an account with money, his money was this. And when he deposit again in the first month, he deposit again 5,800 in the account. When we add them, so we find out the total money in his account 51,486. Now again he withdraw money in the second month. So how many money he withdraw? Students, he withdraw the money 6,981. So when he withdraw his money, again we have to subtract this money from this money. So 51,487, we will subtract 6,091 this money from this money. So when we minus this money, the answer will be rupees 44,506. So money, now money in his account rupees 44,506. Now let's see. If he again withdraw the money, rupees 250. So we will again subtract 250 from this money, because now he has 44,506 in his account. So if he again withdraw 250 rupees from the account, so we will subtract 250 rupees from 506. So now we get, when we subtract the money, we have 44,256. Now money in his account is rupees 44,256. Now students, this second question is also solved. Now students, the exercise number 10, the question number 1 and question number 2 I have solved on the board, and the question number 3, 4, 5, 6 up to the 10 you can do by yourself at your homes. Students, this is your homework. Practice of exercise number 6 to 10 plus learn table 6 to 10. So hope so you have completed your work within the week. So this was the lecture number 3, Inshallah, we will meet you in the next lecture. Allah Hafiz.